Hi everyone, I'm Max, CEO and co-founder of Parsewise. Parsewise is a data platform that automates investment and underwriting workflows by turning large amounts of really complex documents into structured insights without requiring any engineering. Since launching in May this year, we've grown to over $200,000 in ARR and serve global customers across investment management, underwriting, and insurance. The founding team consists of Palantir and Bain alumni who met studying computer science at the University of Oxford in 2017. And earlier this year, we were part of YC's X25 batch. I started my first company at the age of 12 and later founded my own data science consultancy while finishing my PhD in machine learning. And Greg, our CTO, has been winning maths and computer science competitions from a very early age, and later closed more than $50 million in contract value while at Palantir. Underwriting and investment decisions today are incredibly slow and error-prone. We know this firsthand. Think of decisions like private equity investments, loan underwriting, portfolio interventions. They're document packages that are really complex. They live in data rooms, in loan application documents and reporting documentation. And companies today really have three bad options. They can just throw labor at the problem, so solve it manually. Second, use chat UIs, but because of the validation tax, it's very slow and unreliable, or they can engineer their own solutions, which again are expensive and very brittle. We're solving this end-to-end by really going from document packages to ontologies that include all the data that you need for making better decisions. Our purpose-built product is very easy to use and includes best-in-class auditability, which you see on the left-hand side, where you can trace every value to its underlying sources. And it includes a very easy-to-use interface for business experts to guide the decision support that they need. Powering all of this is our proprietary Parsewise data engine, or PDE, that maps document packages to ontologies. It's differentiated with respect to ChatGPT and RAG-style approaches along a few dimensions, including exhaustive cross-document attention, continuous user feedback, a mixture of models where we use the best models for the task, and the ability to auto-generate and edit ontologies with plain language. We're targeting mid-market financial and insurance organizations where the head of analytics and AI is our main persona. And we target them via direct sales and content-driven inbound. Our business model is a hybrid between a yearly access fee and consumption-based upsell, where cash flows typically look like this, with a bit of services at the beginning to solve the last mile problem that's decreasing over time as the product revenue is increasing over time. Compared to the other players in the market, we're a lot more business-focused and business-friendly than API tools like Reducto, Extend, and Unstructured. And we're more reliable for complex document processing than Hebbia, ChatGPT, Perplexity, and so on. The market for financial data platforms is really big, and with generative AI, we're only generating more and more unstructured data. We're now selectively expanding our cap table to bring on partners. Partners both in the investment sense, but also as users. And if this sounds interesting, just head to parsewise.ai/slush to get our special deal. Thank you.
Thank you, Max. Who wants to start?
Thank you very much. Would love to better understand, like, where do you see Parsewise fitting into the existing workflows of underwriters, since in many cases they already have proprietary models, proprietary tools, and other things as well, in order to then actually come to an underwriting decision or in order to have some sort of risk analysis at the end of the day?
Yeah, we typically integrate with what is often an existing system focused on structured data, but the unstructured data is what slows down the process. So we can integrate with their existing structured data platform, for example, and enrich that by essentially piping through all the unstructured documents through Parsewise with our custom integrations, but also with our sort of downstream export functionality into any kind of relational database, for example, that's already existing at the client side.
Hi, Max.
Hi.
Thanks for the presentation. I'd love to understand how will you maintain an enduring edge as the AI labs start moving top to the application layer? So, for example, Anthropic for financial services.
Yeah. We have a core unit of analysis we call the extraction agent, and that one is learning over time as the user is using Parsewise. So think of it as a specific kind of like a human data analyst equivalent that is getting smarter and more specialized over time because it just focuses on that one KPI. And so as big model providers come in, they're lacking all of that specialized know-how and learning that our agents are currently doing at the client side.
Any more questions?
How did you get your first users, the 200K?
Yeah, we got them through inbound, like cold inbound really, where they saw our content around being more of a data pipeline as opposed to a chat-based tool, which got them really excited. And it's really an enterprise relationship where we're a trusted advisor to them with a core product as opposed to just throwing the product over the fence and leaving. And so we're really making sure that we're solving that last mile for them, and that makes them very happy today.
What's your biggest blocker for growth, or what's top of mind to grow the company 10x, 100x?
It's simplifying go-to-market. So the product right now is easy to use, but there are use cases where a sort of simplified user flow helps, and we're about to launch a major product update to enable that top-of-funnel go-to-market that can then translate into our large-scale sort of traditional large ACV contracts that we're running now.
And the models that you use for processing the data, like how do you run that? Is that like, are you calling OpenAI APIs and such, or?
It's a mix, right? So we're using best-of-breed models for the specific tasks in our pipeline, but we're also researching and developing our own custom models that are really specialized to the task at hand and to even to the customer and their data and their particular use case at hand.
All right. Thanks for the questions, and thank you, Max.
Thank you, Kalle. Thanks.